Let me show you how to go from fluffy and frizzy to sleek bun. First, you're going to need these items. Couple combs, brush, edge control, gel, water, rubber bands, you know, the regular. Then we're going to start with an old wash and go. This is a wash and go I did in my last video. It's been like 4 days. It still is okay, but I want to do my buns. So first of all, I'm going to start by wetting my hair. And I'm using hot water in this bottle because I have low porosity hair. If you have low porosity hair, then you understand the struggle. If the water is not hot, you are wasting your time, honey, because it's just going to sit on top of your hair. So I'm going to thoroughly saturate my hair. It's not soaking wet to the point that it's dripping, but it's very, very wet. This is going to do a couple things. One is going to loosen up the curls, give my hair some flexibility and make it pliable. And two, it's going to reactivate that gel and make it kind of moist and sticky so that I can manipulate my hair without having to be so harsh on it. And once I get it thoroughly wet, where it's really, really moist, and I can shake it like I just did, and it's moving and the curls are bouncing around, then I know I'm good to go. A couple more sprays just to make sure I get the edges, because that gel tends to build up around the edges. Get the back at the nape of that neck, honey. Get that kitchen together. And then we're going to go in and we're going to start to finger detangle. Y'all know I don't believe in a whole lot of processes, but with this, you have to detangle your hair because it's been in that wash and go. It's been curled up on itself. And if you're lazy like me, I didn't pineapple it. I didn't rubber band it. I just put on a bun at night, a bonnet at night, and went to bed. So right here, you see me just going through kind of like with an initial run through, just kind of breaking up any pieces that are clumped together so that I can then go back in and detangle it a little bit further with my fingers and then start to detangle with a comb. You obviously don't want to go into hair that's been in a wash and go with hard gel on it and with a comb and try to detangle. So I'm just pulling it out to stretch it a little bit and also pull out any of those big pieces that, like I said, are super clumped together or may have more gel in it than other parts of the hair. If I feel something's not wet enough or it's not giving me enough flexibility, I will spray it again. So just finger detangle gently. That's going to be step one. Now you see me going with a wide tooth comb, and I'm going to actually detangle. I'm starting from the ends, combing out any knots and tangles, and then I get closer and closer to the root as I go through it with the wide tooth comb. I'm going to do this section by section. So right here, I'm just doing that back row of my hair right at the nape of my neck on either side, and then the middle. And again, like I said, just from the ends, gently detangle. If you feel any knots, like here I had a couple knots, just be gentle, do it slowly until you can get from the root to the tip with that wide tooth comb without having to pull too hard. So you're just going to see me do this for the rest of my hair. As I get each section detangled, I'm just going to put it in fat twists to keep it detangled so I don't have to keep going back in, running a comb through it too many times. My hair will literally curl back up and ball back up on itself if I don't do it like this. So once you look like Celie, forgot a little section, but it's all good, then we're ready to go. Next, I'm going to take those sections apart and start to apply my gel. I'm also going back through a second time with a medium tooth comb this time, just to make sure I got as many tangles out as I can. So first wide tooth, then medium. And if you detangled well and you had it moisturized, you should be able to get through it pretty easily. When I do come across any snags with the medium tooth comb, I will detangle those as well. So you saw me put gel on that first section. I'm going to go through and just repeat the process throughout each of the sections. Wide tooth comb, gel, medium tooth comb. If I need more gel, I put more gel. The key to a sleek bun is to do your hair in sections and gel the sections down like this. If your hair is longer and that kind of puffier bun, it suits you, you can do it. But because my hair really doesn't have enough length for me to get away with that, I like for the bun to be sleek. So I do it in sections and I gel it in sections. Ooh, child, my arm about to break off. Now we get to the top. I'm doing the same thing, just going through, adding gel. The top of my hair, like the crown, is different texture, so it takes a little more work. And it gets tangled a lot easier, and it's a different curl pattern, so I have to really work through it. Now here we yanking our hair. I'm gonna be honest, if you don't want to do this to your hair, do not do this. My hair can take a lot, so I can do this. I'm now going through a third time with a fine tooth comb. Yes, I go through my natural curly hair with a small fine tooth comb, I'm good. It doesn't bother me. If you don't want to do it, honey, don't do it. But as you can see, the more I go through it, I'm actually able to comb through it. So what's happening here is I've gelled each section, I've detangled each section, and now I'm actually using this small tooth comb here to really slick down the hair. I don't brush a lot. I use a comb to get through my hair, and this is how my bun is able to be so sleek and to lay down. Put gel in each section and comb through from the root, honey. Put that comb on the root and comb through. Now I'm adding another layer of water. It's a lot of water, honey, and it's a lot of gel. So if that's not your thing, honey, if that ain't your ministry, this is probably not the bun tutorial for you. But I'm adding some more water. And that water, again, it just reactivate the gel too. And my hair is dirty, so I haven't washed it like I normally do when I do my buns fresh. So we're working with old hair. We're working with gel that was already in the hair and dried. So there's going to be a lot of smoothing, water, and gel. And you'll see me every so often just smoothing with my hands. That also helps the bun to be sleek, slick, for it to lay down and form to the mold of your head. I'm putting more gel, honey. Yes, it's a lot of gel. And in the back, I'm always really intentional about putting gel there, combing it up, brushing it up, like making sure I don't have those little flyaways at my neck. I don't like that look, so that's what I do. Here you see me going back through with the fine tooth comb again. And what I'm doing here is just, see those little pieces of hair that want to just curl up because it's been in that wash and go? I'm just using the comb and gel just to make sure those little pieces are not going to wave up on me and cause my bun to be bumpy. And anywhere that I feel a little bump or a lump, you'll see me go back in with the fine tooth comb and kind of smooth it back out by putting that comb on the root. Here I do use a brush. Like I said, I don't use a brush a lot, but I do a couple times during this process. And it's a soft bristle brush. As you can see now, we're looking good. We're looking good. We get now nice and sleek. So I take my rubber band. I use rubber bands. You can use whatever you feel comfortable with. You see that product, you're going to see that because there's a lot of gel. And I just put it around once, twice, and that's it. It's not super tight. I don't pull my hair really rough and tight into the bun. I don't like those little gappy pieces, so I'll just go back in again with the comb just to smooth all that out. Now I got it in a bun, and I think I did go back over and like wet my hands and go over the top one more time with some water. Here I take a second rubber band and I put it on the length of the ponytail. This is just going to help elongate the hair when you sit under the dryer. Going back over one more time with the brush, and this is a really soft brush, y'all. Probably one step harder than a baby brush. Now I do my edges like this, okay? I use a lot of gel. This is how I do my edges, me. If you don't do your edges this way, then do whatever it is you do to your edges. But I put some more Eco Styler gel on my edges, just along the hairline. And then you're going to see me go in with that fine tooth comb again, and I'm going to comb down my baby hairs. This is how I do my edges. So I just pull down what I want to style. And I'm real careful here because I don't want to disrupt any part of the hair that's already been slicked down in the bun. So I just comb them down. And then I go back in and I shape them the way I want to shape them. I tried to do this on camera, but honestly, like, edges is a whole ordeal, child. And I couldn't do it on camera. So I went in the bathroom, got it together, and then I came back when it was done. But you'll see the basic process here. I use that comb to shape my edges and then to blend them into the bun. I don't use a toothbrush or a brush. I can't get that to work for me. So this is how I do it. I really tried to show y'all, but I just gave up and just came back with them done. So this is these are the edges with Eco Styler gel. What I do next is I take edge control. I use Hicks and I put the edge control on top of the gel. And I also put a little bit of excess edge control that's on my finger right at the hairline where the bun goes back and the edges come down. That just helps it to lay. And then I also put edge control in the back at the nape of my neck again because I don't like flyaways at the back and my hair tends to curl up a lot back there. So I put some edge control there too. But this is very light-handed, like not a lot of edge control. And then I go over it with the brush because if you go under the dryer with that edge control, it can heat it up and it will get tacky again and maybe even runny. Now we are ready to who sit under the dryer, honey, we looking good. Everybody's sleek, slick into that bun. The back is looking nice. I take my little wrap here, and then I just wrap my hair. So what you see me doing here is you see me really intentionally putting the wrap where I want it. On this one side, you're going to see me lay it down and put my fingers on it, and then take the other side of the wrap and wrap it across. The reason I do that is because my edges go from that point where I laid the wrap down and held it with my fingers, they go down to my right ear on your screen, and then the rest of my edges go to my left ear. In the back, I just take my fingers and run it up to make sure everything is smooth. When I take the wrap off, you'll understand what I mean. So here, you see me taking the wrap off, and I'm pulling the wrap in the direction that my edges are going, because you don't want to pull the wrap in the opposite direction of the way you laid your edges, because it will make the edges lift. Then on this side, I'm taking the wrap, pulling it down towards that ear, because that's the direction the edges go in over there. Now we're all good to go. Took the wrap off. Everybody's sleek, honey. Release your ears. Yes, they will be stuck to your head. And this is how we're looking. I sat under the dryer for about 30 minutes. Back is good. Everything laid down, no flyaways. Usually I sit for an hour, but I didn't have time today, so I just did 30 minutes. To get rid of that crunch you see at the top, all it is gel. I just take some olive oil in an applicator bottle, and then boom, crust be gone. Now we're going to remove that second rubber band, and we should have a little bit of like elongation to that ponytail. It's stretched out more than it would be if you didn't do that. So you can style this however you want it. If you want to go for the bunny tail, do that. I think it looked like a lunch lady. That's not my ministry. So what I do is I take the bun and I twist it around itself, and then I tuck it under. And then I take another rubber band, and I just put that rubber band around the entire bun to make it like a ball instead of like that bunny tail we just saw. I like my buns to be sleek and kind of like in this ball. So this is the way I do it. I just wrap it once, and then I take it over a second time. And you will see when I let my hands go that there are some little curly flyaways, and we're going to get rid of those with yet again a third rubber band. So I just pull them down, tuck them under. If the hair is long enough, I twist it at the base of the ponytail, and then I just take this third rubber band, and none of this is tight, and I just put it over here. You're going to see me fumbling a little bit because I was going to pull it to one direction, realize the other direction was better. So I just twist it once, pull it on down, and that's it. And then you can kind of play with it to get the shape that you want. Once I have it shaped, boom, honey, boom. Tell me that ain't a sleek bun. Put some oil on my face, don't look crusty, and that's it. Thank you for watching the video. Until next time, y'all. Bye.